Rain poured heavily that night, masking the tears streaming down Evelyn Drake's face. Her trembling hands clutched a letter, the final betrayal. The man she had loved for 6 years, Daniel, had married someone else. In secret, he had told her of business trips, late-night meetings, and promises of a future. But it was all a carefully woven lie. Evelyn was not a woman to break easily. Beneath her gentle smile and soft-spoken nature lay a mind as sharp as broken glass. If Daniel thought she would fade quietly into the shadows, he underestimated her. She burned the letter in a silver dish, the flames licking away the words of deceit. As the last ashes scattered, Evelyn whispered to herself, "Justice will come, and I will be its hand." For weeks, she disappeared from social circles. To her friends, she looked like a woman healing. But in truth, she was studying every corner of Daniel's world. His new wife, Claire, was the daughter of a wealthy investor, an alliance Daniel had chosen not for love, but for power. Evelyn traced the threads of his new empire, learning his weaknesses, his secrets, and his fragile ambition. Daniel's company, though flashy on the outside, was drowning in hidden debts. He needed Claire's father's investments to keep it afloat. That became Evelyn's first weapon. Through carefully crafted whispers and forged evidence, she planted doubt in the investor's mind. Anonymous emails, business rumors, and subtle hints began to circulate. Daniel was laundering money, using shady overseas accounts, and hiding massive liabilities. Within 2 months, investors began pulling out. Contracts dissolved overnight. Daniel's confidence turned into sleepless nights, his arrogance into desperation. But Evelyn wasn't finished. She reached out to Claire, cloaked in anonymity. At first, she posed as a concerned friend, sending small fragments of proof, hotel receipts from nights Daniel claimed he was working, photographs of him with other women, audio clips she had secretly recorded years ago when Daniel's mask had slipped. At first, Claire dismissed them, blinded by love and loyalty. But Evelyn was patient. Each message was a drop of poison, eroding trust one piece at a time. The final blow came when Evelyn sent Claire a package, an engraved locket Daniel had once given Evelyn, still carrying a picture of them together. Inside was a note in Daniel's handwriting, "Forever yours." Claire's world collapsed. She confronted Daniel in a storm of fury, and the scandal spilled into society's gossip columns. The man who had once been admired now stood humiliated before the world. Evelyn watched from the shadows, never once revealing her hand. But revenge, she knew, was not just about destruction, it was about transformation. Once Daniel's empire crumbled, Evelyn stepped forward. In the corporate world, she acquired small businesses Daniel had cast aside and built them into something stronger. Soon, her name was whispered in the same boardrooms where Daniel's had once dominated. But unlike him, Evelyn built her success on integrity and resilience. One evening, months later, Evelyn found herself face to face with Daniel at a charity gala. He looked worn, his charm dimmed, his suit less tailored, his smile strained. He approached her cautiously, as if recognizing her power for the first time. "Evelyn," he said softly, almost pleading, I didn't know you were involved in all of this. I never meant to." She raised a hand, silencing him. Her eyes burned with quiet fire. "You never meant to get caught," she replied. "But I did mean every vow I made to you. You broke them, Daniel, and I kept my promise to never let betrayal go unanswered." He lowered his gaze, shame written across his face. For Evelyn, that moment wasn't just victory, it was closure. She didn't need his ruin anymore. His silence, his regret, and his downfall were enough. As the night carried on, Evelyn stood by the balcony, the city lights stretching endlessly below her. She had walked through fire, but she had risen brighter, stronger. The whispers of betrayal had once haunted her, but now they echoed differently. They were no longer cries of pain but an anthem of justice. And in that quiet, Evelyn smiled, not because she had destroyed Daniel, but because she had rebuilt herself from the ashes he left behind.